Hello and welcome to our channel. Today we are going to talk about something truly special. We will learn how the world's longest living people eat. These are simple changes you can start making in your own kitchen right away. If you find this helpful, please consider liking this video and subscribing for more tips. Let's begin by exploring the secret, shared by people who live to be 100 years old. You might think their secret is some expensive superfood or a complicated diet plan, but the truth is much simpler and more comforting than that. Their wisdom comes from generations of eating simple, traditional foods. This is not about the latest health trend or a fancy new product. It is about getting back to basics. In places around the world known as blue zones, people live exceptionally long and healthy lives. These communities are found in places like Okinawa in Japan, Sardinia in Italy, and Loma Linda in California. While their cuisines are different, their core eating habits are surprisingly similar. They all focus on eating whole foods. A whole food is a food that is in its natural, unprocessed state. Think of an apple instead of apple juice, or a potato instead of a potato chip. These foods are full of nutrients just as nature intended. A very large part of their diet is based on plants. This does not mean they are all strictly vegetarian. It simply means that vegetables, fruits, beans, and grains are the main stars of their meals. Meat is often treated as a side dish or a special occasion food, not the centerpiece of every meal. They eat a wide variety of vegetables from their own gardens or local markets. These vegetables are packed with vitamins, minerals, and fiber that protect the body. They eat with the seasons, which means the food is fresh and at its peak in terms of flavor and nutrients. Beans and legumes are a cornerstone of their diet. Lentils, chickpeas, black beans, and fava beans are eaten almost daily. These foods are an excellent source of protein and fiber. They help you feel full and satisfied, which prevents overeating. They are also very inexpensive, making a healthy diet affordable for everyone. They did not follow low-fat diet trends. Instead, they embraced healthy fats. In the Mediterranean, this means plenty of extra virgin olive oil. Olive oil is used in cooking and as a finishing touch on salads and vegetables. It is rich in monounsaturated fats, which are good for your heart. Other healthy fats come from nuts and seeds, which are eaten in small handfuls as a snack. They also tend to avoid processed foods. This means they eat very little that comes in a box, bag, or can with a long list of ingredients. They do not consume sugary drinks like soda. Their kitchens are not filled with cookies, cakes, and processed snacks. Their sweets are usually natural, like fresh fruit or a small amount of honey. Another key aspect is mindful eating. They often eat their meals with family and friends. Meal times are a chance to connect and slow down. They eat slowly, chewing their food well, which helps with digestion. There is a famous Okinawan saying, "Hara hachibu." This means they stop eating when they feel about 80% full. This simple practice prevents them from over-consuming calories and putting stress on their digestive system. This ancient wisdom is not about restriction. It is about abundance. An abundance of fresh, simple, and delicious foods that have nourished people for centuries. It is a philosophy of eating that is built on respect for food, for family, and for health. Now let's talk about how you can bring this ancient wisdom into your modern kitchen. These are practical, actionable steps you can begin today. You do not need to change everything all at once. Small, consistent actions are what lead to lasting transformation. Let's start with your snacks. Many of us reach for processed snacks when we feel hungry between meals. These are often things like chips, crackers, or cookies. While they might be convenient, they are often high in salt, sugar, and unhealthy fats. A simple swap is to replace these with whole fruits or nuts. Instead of a bag of chips, try having a crisp apple or a sweet pear. A medium-sized apple provides fiber, which helps your digestion, and vitamin C, which supports your immune system. Instead of a sugary granola bar, try a small handful of almonds or walnuts. A handful is about what fits in the palm of your hand, not the whole bag. Just a quarter cup of almonds gives you protein, healthy fats, and vitamin E, which is good for your skin. Walnuts are especially good for your brain health because they contain omega-3 fatty acids. This simple swap does more than just cut out the bad stuff. It adds wonderful nutrients that your body needs to thrive. You will find you have more sustained energy throughout the day without the crash that comes from sugary snacks. Next, let's talk about adding a fermented food to your diet each week. Fermented foods might sound strange, but they are very common. Fermentation is a natural process where good bacteria break down sugars in food. These good bacteria are called probiotics, and they are wonderful for your gut health. A healthy gut is linked to a stronger immune system, better mood, and improved digestion. A great place to start is with plain yogurt or kefir. Yogurt is a familiar food for many of us. Be sure to choose plain yogurt without added sugars. You can add your own fresh fruit or a drizzle of honey if you like. A small bowl of plain yogurt gives you a healthy dose of probiotics and is also an excellent source of calcium for your bones. Kefir is like a drinkable yogurt and is even more packed with probiotics. Another wonderful fermented food is sauerkraut. This is simply fermented cabbage. It has a tangy flavor and is great as a side dish with meats or on a sandwich. Just 2 tablespoons of sauerkraut can provide a significant amount of good bacteria. Make sure you buy the refrigerated kind, as the shelf-stable versions are often pasteurized, which kills the beneficial bacteria. Kimchi is a spicy Korean version of fermented vegetables, usually cabbage and radishes. If you enjoy a bit of spice, it can be a delicious addition to your meals. Miso is a paste made from fermented soybeans, and it's a staple in Japanese cooking. You can make a simple and comforting miso soup by just dissolving a spoonful of the paste in hot water. Starting with just one of these foods per week can make a big difference to your digestive wellness. Another powerful change is to use herbs and spices instead of excess salt. Too much sodium, which is found in salt, can contribute to high blood pressure. Many processed foods are loaded with sodium, but we also add a lot ourselves during cooking. Your spice rack is a treasure chest of flavor and health benefits. Instead of reaching for the salt shaker, try adding herbs like rosemary, thyme, or oregano to your chicken or roasted vegetables. These herbs not only add incredible flavor, but also have antioxidant properties. Dill is a wonderful herb for fish, giving it a fresh, light taste. Cinnamon is perfect for sprinkling on your oatmeal or in your coffee. It can help regulate blood sugar and adds a warm, sweet flavor without any sugar. Turmeric is a bright yellow spice famous in Indian cooking. It contains a compound called curcumin, which is a powerful anti-inflammatory. Try adding a half teaspoon to soups, stews, or rice. Garlic and onions are also fantastic flavor bases that are incredibly good for you. They belong to the allium family of vegetables and have been shown to support heart health. By experimenting with herbs and spices, you can reduce your salt intake without sacrificing flavor. Your food will taste more interesting and your body will thank you. Finally, one of the most important steps is to cook more meals at home. When you eat out at restaurants or buy takeout, you have very little control over the ingredients. Restaurant meals are often very high in salt, sugar, and unhealthy fats to make them taste extra appealing. Cooking at home puts you back in the driver's seat of your own health. You control the amount of salt, the type of oil you use, and the portion sizes. You can choose to use high-quality, fresh ingredients. It does not have to be complicated. A simple meal of baked fish, steamed vegetables, and a baked sweet potato is easy to prepare and incredibly healthy. Cooking can also be a relaxing and enjoyable activity. It can be a way to connect with your partner or family. Even if you start by cooking just 1 or 2 more meals at home each week, you are taking a significant step. You will not only improve your health, but also likely save a lot of money. These takeaways are not about deprivation. They are about adding more goodness to your plate and your life. They are about rediscovering the joy of simple, real food. Making changes to your diet and lifestyle can feel overwhelming. This is why it is so important to focus on small steps that lead to big impacts over time. The idea of a complete diet overhaul overnight is often a recipe for failure. It is much more effective to make slow, steady changes that become lasting habits. Think of it like building a house. You don't put the roof on first. You start by laying a strong foundation, 1 brick at a time. The same principle applies to your health. Drastic diets often feel like a punishment. They can be restrictive, complicated, and socially isolating. This is why most people cannot stick with them for the long term. When you feel deprived, you are more likely to give up and return to your old habits. Slow, gradual changes, on the other hand, are gentle. They allow your body and your taste buds to adjust. They are easier to incorporate into your existing routine. This slow approach builds confidence and momentum, making you more likely to succeed. Let's look at some examples of small swaps that have enormous benefits. One of the easiest and most impactful swaps is switching from white bread to whole grain bread. White bread is made from refined flour, which has had most of its fiber and nutrients removed. It can cause a quick spike in your blood sugar, followed by a crash. Whole grain bread, on the other hand, is made from the entire grain kernel. This means it is rich in fiber, which is crucial for digestive health and helps you feel full longer. It also contains important B vitamins that help your body create energy. When you look for whole grain bread, check the ingredients list. The first ingredient should be 100% whole wheat or whole grain. This simple switch at breakfast or lunch can dramatically increase your daily fiber intake. Another excellent swap is replacing sugary breakfast cereals with plain oatmeal. Many popular breakfast cereals are marketed as healthy, but they can contain as much sugar as a dessert. Starting your day with a sugar bomb leads to a mid-morning energy slump. Oatmeal, especially steel-cut or rolled oats, is a fantastic alternative. It is a complex carbohydrate, which means your body digests it slowly. This provides a steady release of energy that will keep you going all morning. Oats are also a great source of a special type of fiber called beta-glucan, which has been shown to help lower cholesterol. You can top your oatmeal with berries, nuts, and a sprinkle of cinnamon for natural sweetness and extra nutrients. Consider what you drink throughout the day. Many people consume a lot of liquid calories without even realizing it. Sodas, sweetened iced teas, and fancy coffee drinks are loaded with sugar. A single can of soda can contain nearly 10 teaspoons of sugar. A simple swap is to switch to water or sparkling water with a squeeze of fresh lemon or lime. If you enjoy hot drinks, try unsweetened herbal teas like peppermint or chamomile. This one change can eliminate hundreds of empty calories and a huge amount of sugar from your diet each day. It will help with weight management and reduce your risk for many health problems. Let's talk about the fats you use in your cooking. Many people cook with butter or margarine. While butter can be fine in small amounts, a healthier everyday choice for cooking is extra virgin olive oil. As we mentioned, olive oil is a cornerstone of the Mediterranean diet for a reason. It is a monounsaturated fat, which is very good for your heart health. It can help lower bad LDL cholesterol and raise good HDL cholesterol. Use it for sautéing vegetables, making salad dressings, or even drizzling over cooked dishes. This swap helps protect one of your body's most important organs. Salad dressings can be another hidden source of sugar and unhealthy fats. Those creamy ranch or Caesar dressings are often very high in calories. A simple and healthy swap is to make your own vinaigrette. It's incredibly easy. Just mix 3 parts extra virgin olive oil with 1 part vinegar, like red wine or balsamic vinegar. Add a little bit of mustard, a pinch of herbs, and a crack of black pepper. You have a delicious, healthy dressing in seconds, and you know exactly what is in it. To make these changes stick, here are a few practical tips. First, focus on one single change at a time. For the first week, your only goal might be to switch from white bread to whole grain bread. Once that feels normal and easy, you can move on to the next change, like swapping soda for water. This prevents you from feeling overwhelmed. Second, prepare your environment for success. It is much easier to make good choices when they are the most convenient choices. This means not buying the foods you are trying to avoid. If you do not have cookies and chips in your pantry, you cannot eat them during a moment of weakness. Instead, keep a bowl of fresh fruit on your counter and have a bag of nuts in your cupboard. Make the healthy choice the easy choice. Third, don't aim for perfection. The goal is consistency, not flawlessness. If you go to a party and have a piece of cake, that is perfectly fine. It does not mean you have failed. Just enjoy it and get back to your healthy habits with your very next meal. An all-or-nothing mindset can be very discouraging. A healthy lifestyle is about the overall pattern of your choices, not a single decision. Fourth, find a friend or family member who can support you. Making changes is always easier when you have someone to share the journey with. You can share recipes, go for walks together, and encourage each other when you face challenges. This social support can make a huge difference in your long-term success. Remember, every small step you take is a victory for your health. Each healthy swap is a deposit in your long-term wellness bank. These little changes add up over weeks, months, and years, to create a profound and lasting impact on how you feel. While what you eat is incredibly important, a long and healthy life is about more than just food. The centenarians we admire have built a lifestyle where healthy choices are integrated into every part of their day. Eating is just one piece of a larger, beautiful puzzle. Let's explore the other key components of this longevity lifestyle. One of the most important elements is daily movement. Notice the word is movement, not necessarily exercise. Many of the world's longest living people do not have gym memberships or run marathons. Instead, they live in environments that encourage constant natural movement. They walk everywhere. They walk to the store, to visit friends, or to their place of worship. Walking is a low-impact activity that is wonderful for your joints, your heart, and your mind. Aiming for a 30-minute walk each day can have incredible benefits. You can break it up into 3 10-minute walks if that is easier for you. Gardening is another common activity among centenarians. Tending to a garden involves a wide range of movements. You are bending, stretching, digging, and carrying. It gets you outside in the fresh air and sunshine. Getting enough sunshine is vital for vitamin D production in our skin. Vitamin D is essential for strong bones because it helps our bodies absorb calcium. As we get older, our skin becomes less efficient at making vitamin D, so getting some sun is very helpful. Many experts recommend older adults get about 800 IU, which is 20 micrograms, of vitamin D per day. Just 15 to 20 minutes of midday sun on your arms and face a few times a week can help. You can also get it from food. A single 3-ounce serving of salmon, which is about the size of a deck of cards, provides nearly all of that amount. 4 or 5 large eggs would also get you close to that goal. Beyond walking and gardening, centenarians simply do not sit still for long periods. They do their own housework and yard work. They stand up and stretch frequently. The key is to avoid being sedentary. Find ways to build more movement into your day. Take the stairs instead of the elevator. Park a little farther from the entrance of the store. Do some simple stretches while you watch television. Every little bit of movement counts. Social connection is another pillar of the longevity lifestyle. Humans are social creatures. We are wired for connection. Strong relationships with family, friends, and community are consistently linked to a longer, happier life. Centenarians are deeply integrated into their communities. They are respected elders who are valued for their wisdom. They spend a great deal of time with their families, often living with multiple generations under one roof. Mealtimes, as we've discussed, are a key social event. They are not just for refueling the body, but for nourishing relationships. Sharing a meal with loved ones, talking and laughing, is a powerful tonic for the soul. It reduces feelings of loneliness and isolation, which can be very damaging to our health. Make an effort to nurture your social connections. Call a friend you haven't spoken to in a while. Schedule a regular lunch or coffee date. Join a local club or group that interests you. Whether it's a book club, a walking group, or a volunteer organization, spending time with people who lift you up is just as important as eating your vegetables. Stress management is also a critical skill. Everyone experiences stress. It is an unavoidable part of life. However, it is chronic, unmanaged stress that is truly harmful to our health. Chronic stress can lead to high blood pressure, poor sleep, a weakened immune system, and an increased risk of heart disease. Long-living people have simple, built-in routines to shed stress. For some, this might be a daily nap, like the siesta common in Mediterranean cultures. A short 20 to 30-minute nap can reset your mind and lower stress hormones. For others, it might be prayer or meditation. Taking a few minutes each day to sit quietly, focus on your breath, and clear your mind can have profound calming effects. Spending time in nature is another powerful stress reliever. A walk in a park, sitting by a lake, or listening to birdsong can lower your heart rate and blood pressure. The key is to find a healthy coping mechanism that works for you and to practice it regularly. Don't let stress build up. Address it daily with these simple, time-tested practices. Finally, many centenarians share a strong sense of purpose. In Okinawa, they call it ikigai. In Costa Rica, they call it plan de vida. Both terms translate to a reason for living or a life plan. Having a purpose means having a reason to get out of bed in the morning, beyond just going through the motions. This purpose does not have to be a grand world-changing goal. It can be very simple. Your purpose might be tending to your garden, caring for your grandchildren, volunteering in your community, or mastering a new hobby. It is about feeling that you are contributing and that your life has meaning. This sense of purpose provides a deep sense of fulfillment and resilience. It helps you navigate the challenges of life with a positive outlook. Take some time to reflect on what gives your life meaning. What activities make you feel alive and engaged? Nurturing your purpose is a powerful way to nurture your own longevity. Remember that this is a holistic approach. Your diet, your movement, your relationships, and your mindset are all interconnected. They all work together to create a life of health and vitality. The goal is to build a lifestyle where these healthy habits are not chores, but a natural and joyful part of your everyday existence. And always remember the guiding principle: consistency, not perfection. It is the small things you do every day that build a long and beautiful life. Now it is time to put all this knowledge into action. We are going to create a simple, one-week plan to begin your kitchen transformation. This plan is designed to be gentle and achievable. It is about building a foundation for new, healthy habits that will last a lifetime. Let's start your journey on a Monday. Day 1 is all about taking stock and clearing the decks. Your task for today is to do a pantry and refrigerator sweep. You are going to look for the foods that are not serving your health goals. The main culprits are usually highly processed foods. Start with sugary drinks. If you have soda, sweetened juices, or other sugary beverages, it's time to let them go. These provide no nutritional value and are a major source of excess sugar. Next, look for processed snacks like potato chips, sugary cookies, and crackers made with refined white flour. These are often high in salt, unhealthy fats, and empty calories. Also, check your packaged meals. Things like frozen dinners, canned soups, and boxed meal kits can be very high in sodium and preservatives. Read the labels. If you see a long list of ingredients that you cannot pronounce, it is probably not a whole food. You don't have to throw everything away if that feels wasteful. You can decide to finish what you have, but make a promise not to buy it again. The goal is to create space for healthier choices. This is not about making your kitchen bare. It is about making it a place that supports your well-being. On Tuesday, day 2, we go shopping, but we are going to shop like a centenarian. This means having a plan and focusing on real, whole foods. Your first strategy is to shop the perimeter of the grocery store. This is typically where you find the freshest foods. Start in the produce section. Fill your cart with a rainbow of colorful vegetables and fruits. Think dark leafy greens like spinach and kale, bright red bell peppers, orange carrots, and purple eggplant. These colors represent different vitamins and antioxidants. Buy a variety of fruits for healthy snacks and natural sweetness. Next, move to the fresh meat and fish counter if you eat them. Remember, meat is a side dish, not the main event. Choose lean cuts of poultry or small portions of red meat. For fish, prioritize fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, or sardines. These are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, which are excellent for your brain and heart. A healthy portion of fish or meat is about 3 to 4 ounces, roughly the size of a deck of playing cards. In the dairy aisle, pick up some plain yogurt or kefir for your weekly fermented food. If you buy eggs, they are a great source of protein. Now you can venture into the center aisles, but with a clear mission. This is where you will find your beans and legumes. You can buy them dried, which are very inexpensive, or canned. If you buy canned beans, look for versions with no salt added or low sodium. Rinsing canned beans under water can also wash away a lot of the extra salt. Stock up on lentils, chickpeas, and black beans. Next, find the whole grains section. Buy brown rice instead of white rice. Get some rolled oats for your breakfast. Look for other interesting grains like quinoa or barley. Make sure you buy 100% whole grain bread or pasta. Finally, you need a good bottle of extra virgin olive oil. This will be your primary cooking fat and the base for your salad dressings. Also, stock up on herbs and spices, both dried and fresh if you like. And don't forget to buy some nuts and seeds for healthy snacks such as almonds, walnuts, and flax seeds. On Wednesday, day 3, it's time to cook your first centenarian-style meal. Let's keep it simple and comforting. A wonderful option is a hearty lentil soup. It is easy to make, delicious, and incredibly nutritious. You can start by sautéing some onion, carrots and celery in a little olive oil. Add some garlic and then pour in your lentils and some vegetable broth. Season it with herbs like thyme and bay leaf, but hold back on the salt. Let it simmer until the lentils are soft. You can make a big pot of it, so you have leftovers for lunch the next day. Serve it with a slice of your new whole grain bread. This single meal is packed with fiber, plant-based protein and vegetables. It is the perfect embodiment of this way of eating. On Thursday, day 4, your goal is to consciously introduce a fermented food. This is an easy one. You can have a small bowl of plain yogurt for breakfast, topped with some fresh berries and a few walnuts. Or you could have that glass of kefir. If you are having a sandwich for lunch, add a forkful of sauerkraut. If you made a soup or a stew, you could stir in a teaspoon of miso paste at the end for a savory, salty flavor. The goal is just to start getting those beneficial probiotics into your system. On Friday, day 5, we focus on flavor from herbs and spices. Tonight, when you cook your dinner, make a conscious effort not to reach for the salt shaker first. If you are making chicken, try rubbing it with rosemary, thyme and black pepper before baking. If you are having fish, top it with fresh dill and slices of lemon. When you roast vegetables, toss them in olive oil, garlic powder and oregano. You will be amazed at how much flavor you can create without relying on salt. Your taste buds will start to adjust, and you will begin to appreciate the natural taste of food more. On Saturday, day 6, we integrate the lifestyle component. Today, your task is to combine movement with social connection. Call a friend or family member and arrange to go for a walk together. It could be a walk around your neighborhood in a local park or along a nature trail. The combination of physical activity, fresh air and social interaction is a powerful recipe for well-being. It reduces stress, boosts your mood, and strengthens your relationships. On Sunday, day 7, we look ahead. Sunday is a great day to do a little bit of meal preparation for the week to come. This doesn't have to be complicated. You could cook a big batch of brown rice or quinoa to have ready for quick meals. You could wash and chop some vegetables so they are ready to be thrown into a salad or a stir-fry. You could boil a few eggs to have on hand for a quick protein-rich snack. Even 30 minutes of simple prep on Sunday can make it so much easier to eat healthy during a busy week. This one-week plan is your starting point. It shows you that making these changes is not only possible, but can also be enjoyable. Each day builds on the last, creating a gentle but powerful momentum toward a healthier you. You have learned so much today about the time-tested secrets of a long and healthy life. You now have the knowledge and a practical plan to begin transforming your own kitchen and your habits. The most important thing to remember is that this journey begins with a single step. It starts with one healthy choice, one small swap, one home-cooked meal. Do not feel like you have to do everything perfectly from day one. Just start somewhere. Choose one thing from our discussion today that resonated with you and decide to try it this week. The power is in your hands to create a healthier, more vibrant future for yourself. Thank you for spending this time with us today. If you found this information helpful, please give this video a like, share it with someone you care about, and subscribe to our channel for more guidance on your wellness journey. Please remember the important disclaimer: I am not a medical doctor. The information shared in this video is based on extensive research into the lifestyles of long-living populations and my experience helping people with their diets and well-being. It is intended for educational purposes only and should not be taken as medical advice. Always consult with your own healthcare provider before making any significant changes to your diet or lifestyle.